past on ice. I was bad like Mike, now I'm good like Kendrick said, boy, we gon' be alright. I just double my price, yeah, I get love on sight. That's the only love I like. Now look at that, we nice. Put the past on ice. Now look at that, we nice. Put the past on ice. Now look at that, we 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 nice. On the outside looking in.
I can fly. Crawling around, searching for higher ground. Can't see in front of me, my enemies have tried every possibility. Ability to know if I can bleed. If that's what you wanted, you won't get it tonight. 'Cause I can fly.
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill. Like a
artificial love. Artificial love, we just make it up. Cause reality will never be good enough. And even if it was, we just mess it up. Cause we already lost. Addicted to the rush. I never meant to fall. All I wanted was a touch. Cause we already lost. Addicted to the rush. I never meant to fall. All I wanted.
It's so strong now.
reaching out. Yeah. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. Creeping through the shadows and the corners of your mind. I go where the wind blows. I run but I don't hide. I hear the call of the wild.
Copa America USA 2024. Let's see the starting 11s first for Paraguay. They make one change from their opener against Colombia. Morenigo with just his second start in goal for them. Espinoza, Alderete, Balbuena and Velasquez across the back. The midfield consisting of Villasante, Cubas, and Bobadilla, who is the one change. He comes into the lineup today. And years. Miguel Almiron didn't have a great season with Newcastle. His country hoping he can fire for them in this tournament, regain that form. He was electric in the Premier League a couple of years ago. Albiroja wearing their traditional red and white stripes with the blue shorts here tonight. Julio Enciso, very exciting young talent who plays for Brighton in the Premier League. Two captains meeting each other at midfield. And we look at the refereeing crew today, led by Piero Mazza, who is from Chile. This is the second match that he's taken charge of in this tournament. He also refereed the Finalissima in 2022 between Italy and Argentina. Here's the VAR room tonight, led by Juan Lara, also of Chile, assisted by Edson Cisternas. Let's look at the starting 11 now for Brazil. And Dorival Jr. makes two changes from that disappointing draw against Costa Rica. Of course, Alisson is the longtime goalkeeper. Danilo, Militao, Marquinhos, and Wendell at the back. Wendell, one of the two who comes into the side for this game. Gomez and Guimarães are in the midfields in this 4-2-3-1. Vinicius Jr., Paquetá, and Savinho are the three. And then up top is Rodrigo. Dorival Jr. has tried to simplify things defensively for Brazil and give them a better foundation to use their individual skill in the attack. That's generally worked well since he took charge, but they could not find a breakthrough against Costa Rica a few days ago. Again, they are under big pressure to find the goals and find a victory against Paraguay tonight. Match ball being delivered to the center circle as we are almost set for kickoff in Las Vegas. It's been a great Copa America tournament so far. Lots of drama already. Plenty more drama to come in this group stage before we reach the quarterfinals next week. Vinicius Jr. still trying to get going in a Brazil shirt. So much success with Real Madrid, of course. Just 3 goals for Brazil in 31 appearances now. Paraguay will kick things off. As Piero Mazza checks his watch, the countdown is on. And we are in motion in Las Vegas. Brazil with even more weight on their shoulders than usual, needing a win to get their Copa America on track. And they have to do it against always stubborn Paraguay, who have a proud history of spoiling the party. Paraguay spoiling that initial Brazilian attack as they go back to Rodrigo Moronigo for the first time. Moronigo made his first ever appearance for Paraguay in their Copa America opener. Right away, Vinicius Jr. gesturing for the Brazilian fans to get up. Brazil determined to start fast tonight. And the fans are certainly up for it. Brazil in their traditional gold kits with the green trim, wearing the white shorts tonight instead of the blue. The designated visitors for this game. Vinicius Jr. able to turn and sprint away down this left side. Vinicius Jr. on the run, pulls it back. Early chance for Brazil, scuffed by Paquetá. Great start for them, though. Paraguay can't afford to let Vinny Jr. get away down that left side very often tonight. Player down in the middle for Brazil. Play goes on. Advantage being played by the referee, Guimarães. Player back up for Brazil. That's Rodrigo. Here goes Vinicius Jr. again. Vinicius cuts in, tries to cut it across. It's out for a corner. Electric start, though, from Vinicius Jr. And again, he wants the fans to get up. He takes the corner quickly and short and gets it right back. One fake on his left, slices it in front. Paraguay all hands on deck trying to deal with this early wave from Brazil, and they try to play their way out. And over to sweep up with authority is Wendell. Again, in the starting lineup today after he wasn't in their opener. And Wendell with a big early interception. Look at this turn from Vinicius Jr. That control and then the acceleration. Why he's been so electric for Real Madrid. Still a lot of hope that he can be that for Brazil as well. Just hasn't quite happened yet. Matias Espinosa as Paraguay try to calm things down. Omar Algarate. Not been a lot of goals for this Paraguay side. Daniel Garnero has been trying to make them as solid as possible. From Argentina, played for Independiente for a number of years. Trying to set Vinicius Jr. away here. A little bit of uncertainty from Fabian Balbuena. And then cleared by Moronigo. Bobadilla. This is decent from Paraguay. You'll have to know if they can survive the opening 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes. That pressure on Brazil would start to mount and ratchet up. Would they start to tense up a bit? That's what Paraguay hope. They have to get through this initial period first. Moments like that will help. They'll take as many fouls as Brazil will give them, as many stoppages of play. Trying to kill that early Brazilian energy, both from the team and from their fans, who are certainly in the majority here tonight. Foul given against Paquetá. Paraguay hope that players like Julio Enciso might have a moment of magic in them tonight as well. They might be able to grab something at the other end. Brazil have had a tumultuous couple of years. They give the ball away here, but that comes to nothing for Paraguay. Staying in play along that touchline as we're 5 minutes in. Brazil had that early push in the first couple minutes. Paraguay able to calm it a bit since. Paquetá was slowed up, but play continues. Here's Danilo, the captain. Savio now into the lineup tonight, trying to make things happen. The underlap. It's Rodrigo. Top of the box. Right-footed effort flies over the bar. Hit pretty well by Joao Gomes. Couldn't keep it down as Dorival Jr., the coach, looks on. Cut across it a bit. Joao Gomes plays for Wolverhampton in the English Premier League. Neymar again having to watch from the box out of this tournament. Showed a lot of frustration as his team struggled and ultimately failed to find that goal against Costa Rica. Danilo not happy with something. Dorival Jr. with the deft touch. He's been a journeyman in Brazil. He's managed 20 different clubs in Brazil. I think he touched the ball before it had gone out of play. And Piero Mazza having a word with him. Yeah, it's hard to believe, but Dorival Jr. has managed 20 different clubs in Brazil over the years, including 12 of their current 20-team top division. Recently won the Copa Libertadores a couple years ago with Flamengo. Vinicius, the step over, the acceleration. Can he pick somebody out? No. Balbuena in the way. Guimarães. Danilo. Nice one-touch soccer. Top of the area, Rodrigo. Vini Jr. with the back heel. Didn't quite find its way through. Shouts for a foul not given, and it's 2-on-2 the other way. Paraguay have a chance to break. It's Arce. Just one in front of him now as Brazil track back. Arce just takes as much ground as he can. Gets to the end line, shields it out. He thinks it's a corner, and it is. First corner of the match for Paraguay. And these are the moments where they might be able to grab something tonight. These set pieces in the attacking end. Let's see the foul that Vinicius Jr. wanted. It's taken short by Almiron to Enciso, who drills it wide. Not really an ideal angle for that. It is the first shot of the night, though, for Paraguay. Enciso. As you see, Dorival Jr. His style was jokingly referred to in Brazil as feijão com arroz, or rice and beans. It was meant in a derisive way, but Dorival Jr. has hit back at critics and said at one point earlier this year, well, rice and beans are very healthy and they get the job done. As mentioned earlier, he does have a pretty basic, usually 4-3-3 style. Over the top, Vinicius Jr. and just guided back to his goalkeeper by Fabian Balbuena. Really good work by the center back. It had to be. Arce after this. Alisson out of his area. He wanted to let it run into his box. He lets it run out of play instead and was fouled as well. Militao lets Arce know that he doesn't approve of that. Piero Mazza letting him know as well. 67th appearance for Alisson in that Brazilian goalkeeper shirt. With Liverpool for many years now, of course. comes Brazil down that left side with Vinicius Jr. Guimarães. Poor touch. Then from Gomez. Paraguay looking to switch the play. They had nobody on that side. Kept in play by Savio. Could have let it run out for a throw. He wants to keep the tempo up. Over 10 minutes gone. Paraguay mostly taming Brazil early on. A step and an intercept twice by Gustavo Velasquez. He had to get that second ball, too, off the initial ricochet. Otherwise, Brazil were in behind. This is what Paraguay want to do. Slow the game down, slow the crowd down, slow Brazil down. Enciso. Very calm. Exchanging with Cubas. Brazil fans impatient. Cubas plays for Vancouver Whitecaps in MLS. He's one of 5 players in this starting 11 who've never scored for Paraguay. They'd be delighted, obviously, if that changed for any of them tonight. Brazil on the run. Vinicius Jr. swept up by Balbuena again. That pass left a little bit short. Paraguay make it work. Velasquez. Balbuena. He didn't have the option to go back to his goalkeeper because Vinny Jr. was lurking there. Would have picked it off if he had tried. Danilo. Now Savio. 2 defenders right on him. Danilo into the half space. Savio again. Booted away from him. Good deflection for Brazil. Guimarães. Gomez. That's not a good ball. Unforced error. And man down for Paraguay. It's Miguel Almiron. He took that ball on or near the throat, apparently. Almiron's become one of the veterans of this Paraguayan team. It's his 57th appearance. That's the most of anybody on the pitch for them tonight. This Paraguay team can defend. They've ground out a couple 0-0 draws in World Cup qualifying. They lost to Argentina, but only by 1-0 last October. And they frustrated Argentina for a long time in that match. They only gave up 4 shots on goal. They beat Bolivia in qualifying 1-0. So 1 goal scored, just 3 given up in 6 qualifying games. They don't score much, but they can be tough to break down. Almiron back up. Espinosa. Enciso. Enciso able to wriggle into a little bit of space. Matias Villasanti plays for Grêmio in Brazil. One of the juggernauts of Brazilian soccer, in fact. He's very familiar. Edge of the area, a little bit of space, distant strike, and it's beaten away by Allison, who just got his fingertips on it. Bobadilla just in the lineup today, almost scored a banger. Corner for Paraguay, and nearly so much more. Oh, it took a deflection. Big deflection off Militao. What a save from Becker. Allison Becker, that is. After that redirection, he had to lunge to his right. Second corner for Paraguay with a quarter of an hour gone. And Ciso steps over it, leaves it for Almiron, whose outswinging ball to the back post is flicked to the top of the area. Heavy touch then that spins out of play away from Bobadilla. Bobadilla is another guy who plays his club soccer in Brazil. He plays for Sao Paulo. It almost caused a huge headache for them here. It can be a thankless task playing goalkeeper for Brazil. A lot of games you don't have many saves to make, and you better make them when they come. You don't get much credit for doing that. You get all the blame when you don't. Big moment for Alisson there. His team needed it. Here's Almiron. Paraguay getting more confident, but Almiron stood up cold by Danilo. Then one back. This is Enciso. Trying to interchange at the top of the 18. One back and a turnaround strike. That was Arce. Still rattling around. And now the whistle goes, and it's a free kick for Brazil. You can see Paraguay feeling better and better about themselves, about how this early game is going. Starting to press a bit, Paraguay. Brazil played through it that time. Here's Vinicius. Vinicius sent tumbling. Advantage played by the referee. Not sure how much advantage there was there. Really just one for Brazil. That was Rodrigo trying to dribble through a red and white maze. And now a free kick. Savio going over to Espinosa. That was Bobadilla cleaning out Vinicius Jr. earlier. Here goes Vinicius. There's that acceleration again. He's to the end line, tries to cut it back, gets back to his feet. Vinicius looked for the nutmeg. It's out for a corner. And he wants more from the Brazilian fans again. Tried to go between the feet of Gustavo Velasquez along that end line. Velasquez closed the door this time. Second corner for Brazil. In it comes. And skimmed off the top of the Brazilian head and out for a Paraguayan throw. Danilo rose for it, but couldn't get up high enough. This was the little chop back a moment ago. Tricky spot for Paraguay. They gotta try to get out from their own corner flag. Brazil trying to win it high up the pitch, and they do. But give it straight back. And trying to catch the goalkeeper off his line. Alex Arce, ambitious. Gomez. Savio. Really interesting first 20 minutes. Brazil have such electric skill. Paraguay really determined in defense as they stand up Vinicius Jr. there. And that's a Paraguayan throw. They don't have a lot of outlets when they win the ball deep, but they're using them pretty well. To at least get themselves up the pitch a little bit, buy time, buy space. And again, take their opportunities to slow this game down. Andres Cubas. Alturate. Looking for a long option. Going to switch it far side. Headed first time. Arce with a good ball back. Enciso wanting to take players on. Almiron. We're over 20 minutes in. Paraguay doing what they want to do so far. Keeping the score down, frustrating Brazil, who are still looking for their first goal of this tournament. Space now for Savio. Savio cutting inside. Lays it off for Guimaraes. Paquetá. Vinicius Jr. trying to win it back. Paquetá wanted to let it run out for a throw. It wasn't going to do that. See Paraguay settled into their defensive shape, presenting Brazil with a puzzle to try to break down. Rodrigo trying to dance his way in. Stood up on the edge of the box. Allison far out of his goal to chase this down. Guimaraes. So trying to find those pockets of space between the lines. Vinicius Jr. Paraguay wanted to foul that time. It is going to be a corner, though, for Brazil. And Velasquez upset. This time it was Vinicius' turn to motion for him to get up. As we've just about completed the opening quarter of this 90 minutes. Third corner for Brazil. In it comes, and it's over the bar. Good chance, great delivery, and unable to keep it down was Marquinhos. Rodrigo whipped it in. Marquinhos just skimmed it off the front of his forehead. So Paraguay, one way or the other, have navigated the first quarter of this game. And they've stayed in it for that quarter. Had a couple moments of half danger themselves at the other end. That's a clear shove from Almiron. Assistant referee telling him to calm down. Claudio Urrutia and Miguel Rocha, both of Chile, are the assistant referees along the touchlines today. That's intercepted. Espinoza pushed ahead for Enciso. And Enciso muscled off it by Gomez. Here's that chance off the corner a moment ago. Marquinhos wasn't able to get his head fully turned with that snap with the neck the way you'd want to. Came off the front of the forehead instead of the side of the temple. Tough to control when you make contact that way. Omar Alderate. Interesting little scooped pass. That worked. But Enciso had it taken away. Brazil can break. And right down the middle is Rodrigo. Rodrigo had it chopped away. It looked like it was opening up for him, but Paraguay closed the space really quickly. They don't have a lot of numbers forward, but they do well to hold it up. Again, these are the moments they've managed very well in these opening 25 minutes. Even when they don't have a lot of options forward, they at least keep the ball. And now they're able to gradually work their way up the pitch. See the possession not as heavily in Brazil's favor as you would have expected. And that's because Paraguay are having these little spells where they keep the ball and are able to work it around. And Ciso. Brazil sitting off him, allowing him to roam through the midfield. Almiron. There's not a lot of pressure on the ball when Paraguay have it. Brazil sitting off for the most part. Now Vinicius Jr. looking to press and almost created something. They try to close down Moronigo as well. And Moronigo calls his bluff. Very calmly done for a guy in just his second start for his national side, going up against Vinicius Jr. And now a free kick for Paraguay as João Gomes upset that he was called for that foul. Yeah, he's really late there. It's a definite foul. He does get the ball. That's what he's arguing about. It's tough to see from that other angle. He does get the ball, but he went over the top of it, cleaned the player out too. Oh, that's a neat turn. That was Omar Alderate who spun on the ball. Wouldn't have looked out of place in a Brazil shirt in that moment. And Brazil able to win it back. Can they weave a way forward? Rodrigo. Vinicius Jr. wants to run. On the run. The step overs. And puts it off. Velasquez for another corner. Brazil take it short this time. Again, it's Vinicius serving it to the 6-yard area. Falls on the edge of the box. It's Savio. Wanted to hit it first time. Didn't sit down for him. Now Rodrigo gives it away. Advantage being played by the referee. Now he blows the whistle as Brazil had won it back. Free kick for Paraguay. And a disappointing end to that little spell of pressure for Brazil. Rodrigo thought he had Guimarães a little closer than Guimarães actually was. And it's right at Allison. Not much on it from Damian Bobadilla. That was an opportunity, and he couldn't catch it. And Brazil galloped the other direction. Here goes Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. edge of the box with his right. Pulls it back. Left-footed strike. Deflects all the way through. And a penalty. Handball. Penalty for Brazil. Piero Mazza called it immediately. As with everything, it will be checked. Let's have our first look. Paquetá took the shot. I think it does come off the arm or the elbow. Which arm did it actually hit? It was Cubas, Andres Cubas. And you can see Piero Mazza saying it hit the inside arm that had flown away from the body a bit. If it was the outside elbow that was tucked to the body, that wouldn't have been an issue. Looks like it's been confirmed. And Lucas Paquetá, who scored 10 goals for Brazil, has a great chance to make it 11. Great chance to score their first of this tournament. Rodrigo Morenigo stands in his way. There's the whistle. Big moment for Brazil. Lucas Paquetá. He misses. He put it wide. Morenigo went the right way. Paquetá didn't hit the target. Brazil still can't score. It stays 0-0. He tried the stutter stepping run up. He was banking on Morenigo, having already committed. Morenigo wouldn't bite. He called his bluff. He held his ground. And then Paquetá was out of rhythm, and he pulled it wide. And it still won't go in for Brazil at Copa America 2024. Huge break for Paraguay. But give credit to Morenigo for standing his ground the way he did. And what can they create at the other end? This is Enciso. See how determined Brazil are to not let him have any time on the ball in a dangerous area. Every time he gets the ball in the attacking third, there's 3 gold shirts around him immediately. Here goes Rodrigo. Brazil still looking for that opener. Savio with the step. And what a sliding tackle. What a tackle. Omar Alderete, another brilliant moment. He's been amazing in this first half. Shouts for handball there, and I think it was going to be given. It's a throw anyway for Paraguay. They'd prefer to have the free kick. Yeah, it's just a throw. Well, Lucas Paquetá plays for West Ham in the Premier League. Yeah, the stutter step, that's where he was counting on the goalkeeper having already lunged one way, and he was going to put it the other, but Morenigo stayed really balanced, really even and centered, and would not bite on the stutter step. That's so difficult to do for a goalkeeper. The rules are so stacked against goalkeepers on penalty kicks these days. If they leave their line at all with both feet, then it's whistled back for a retake, even if they save it. But the penalty takers are allowed to stop, start, stutter step, basically do whatever they want. In theory, you can't come to a complete stop, but that almost never gets enforced. So everything is stacked against goalkeepers on penalties these days, which makes what Morenigo was able to do there even more impressive. Here goes Vinicius Jr., though. More spectacular skill from him. Can he create end product? Not this time. He had players running over it, and it just weaved between all those gold shirts as they rushed toward the goal. And Brazil continue to show the flair, but not quite the end product yet. Guimarães. Vinicius Jr. Rodrigo. Guimarães into the box. Big chance. There's the goal. Brazil breakthrough. Vinicius Jr. finally. Big pressure. Big scrutiny. Big goal. Brazil finally up and running at Copa America. And it's the man who you can tell straight from the kickoff today was determined to get one. Was determined to put all that criticism to rest. So many amazing moments for Real Madrid. So few, relatively speaking, in a Brazilian shirt. Perfect layoff and one-touch pass. That was Paquetá, who missed the penalty just a few. I don't feel good for him. Just his 4th goal for Brazil. Paraguay trying to respond back now. Here's Arce. Just not enough numbers forward. Got crowded off the ball. Well, Paraguay have to be careful they don't get out of the building. Vinicius Jr., the kind of guy who can run you out of the building. There's lots of space in the middle now for Brazil. Forward it goes. Plays advantage. Now this is over the top. One man back for Brazil. Had to make that play and did. Falls to Espinoza, who gets tackled off it. Good persistence by Almiron, though, to take it away from Savio. Now to the end line. Can it be kept in play? It can. Toward the top of the 6-yard box. It's bouncing around. Paraguayan attacker wasn't ready for it when it came to him at the back post. I don't think he was expecting it to get that far. That's calmly done by Morinigo. Paraguay have created a few threatening moments. It's not like they're totally incapable of scoring, but here come Brazil again. Vinicius Jr. always wants to take on Balbuena one-on-one. This time Balbuena wins the battle. And Ciso deflected over. Another good chance. That might have been their best of the night. Awkward deflection, but Villasanti was right there about 8 yards out. Couldn't redirect it on frame. This was the goal. Vinicius Jr., that first touch to accelerate away from the last defender and then slide it under Morinigo. That's so good. You force the goalkeeper to have to race laterally, then he's not going to be able to get down in time when you slide it underneath him like that. It's all very easy to talk about and say from up here. Really difficult to actually do it at full speed on the field. Vinicius Jr. so often makes the difficult look easy. Hoping to do more of that for Brazil. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Brazil feeling better about things. They'd feel even better with the second goal, of course. But here's a mazy dribble by Almiron. And Miguel Almiron trying to get around the corner. And then just ran out of balance, ran out of room. And it's a goal kick. Well, had something resulted from that, that might have gotten reviewed for handball, which would have been harsh under the circumstances, but I'm not totally sure that would have stood if Paraguay had scored from that sequence. It's still a great dribble. This was the VAR check a moment ago, just to make sure everything was onside. Yeah, you can see one player is off, but that's not Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. coming from deeper, he's definitely on. That was Rodrigo, who's in an offside position, but he was not interfering with the play. Good goal. Brazil would like another, and they have numbers. Savio. Vinicius Jr. Not this time. It's back with Rodrigo. Gomez. Marquinhos. Guimarães. Rodrigo, it spins to Guimarães. Hit the crossbar. Second ball still alive and then tackled away. Guimarães, an inch away from doubling Brazil's lead. He thundered that. Might be another opportunity coming. Here goes Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Still loose. 2-0. Paraguay couldn't clear it. Savio pounced. And that feels a whole lot better for La Seleção. Brazil just kept recycling the ball, kept ratcheting up the pressure again. It was Rodrigo who took it for that dribble and then crashed it on target. And Espinosa couldn't deal with the initial ball. Only save it into a central area. You'd ordinarily like to push that to one side or the other, but not enough in that case. And Savio, right place, right time, good finish. Had to take it first time, didn't have time to take a touch, didn't need one. Goal is being checked. At the moment, it's 2-0 Brazil. Looks like the goal is confirmed. Could Paraguay get something back before the half? From outside the box, that's simple for Allison. Paquetá is down for Brazil. Boy, that's close. But I think he's just onside, and maybe the touch off the defender resets that anyway. But in any case, I don't think the initial potential offside was clear and obvious enough. We're into 2 additional minutes at the end of the first half. Brazil in a very strong position now. But you weren't sure they would be, especially after Paquetá missed that penalty. Well, they want more before half. Vinicius Jr. skipping away from one. You can tell he's really feeling it tonight. Dribbling at will. Went off. Vinicius Jr. toying with Paraguayan defenders, and I think they got tired of that. Yeah. Damian Bobadilla. Now a yellow card's been shown. I believe that's Balbuena who's been booked. May have talked his way into it. Wendell also, and now more coming together. That was the Brazilian fans loving it now with their team in control. We're about 30 seconds away from the end of the half. You see the confirmation of the yellow card to Balbuena. Wendell as well. Paraguay will be frustrated because they had frustrated Brazil for most of the half. Hit by 2 goals in 5 minutes toward the end, after they'd weathered that penalty. So this was happening with the referee running over to book Wendell, and then once he left the scene, there was all of this. Paquetá got his hand dangerously close to a guy's face. The referee waves play on. Probably have about 30 seconds or so left in the half. We'll end up having close to 5 minutes of stoppage time. And this is not over yet. Rodrigo trying to get on the end of it. Rodrigo, goalkeeper, stayed on his line. It ricochets in. Brazil have a third before halftime. And the Samba Kings have fully arrived at Copa America 2024. So is he. Vinny Jr. has 2. He'd only scored 3 in his career for Brazil. He's got 2 tonight. And Brazil have probably already wrapped up all 3 points. And for once, Rodrigo Morenigo looked like a goalkeeper only making his second international appearance. His teammate wanted him to come get that ball, wanted him to come get it. Alderete begging him to come claim it. Never did. Then it got away from Alderete, and he put it right off Vinny Jr. Thank you very much. 3-0, and a double for Vinny. And his best night in a Brazilian shirt so far. And there's halftime. What an end to the half. Brazil.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the way. I need to kick that, my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Fearless.
I was bad like Mike, now I'm good like Kendra said, boy, we gon' be alright. I just double my price, yeah, I get love on sight. That's the only love I like. Now look at that, we nice. Put the past on ice. Now look at that, we nice. Put the past on ice. Now look at that, we 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 nice. On the outside looking in.
I can fly. I'm crawling around, searching for higher ground. Can't see in front of me, my enemies. I've tried every possibility, ability to know if I can bleed. If that's what you wanted, you won't get it tonight. 'Cause I can fly, I can fly.
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill.
artificial love. Artificial love, we just make it up. Cause reality will never be good enough. And even if it was, we just mess it up. Cause we already lost. Addicted to the rush. I'm never meant to fall. All I wanted was a touch. Cause we already lost. Addicted to the rush. I'm never meant to fall. All I wanted.
It's so strong now. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now.
The goals came quick and fast in the last 10 minutes of that first half. And he scored 2 of them, Vinicius Jr. And I'm sure he would love to complete his first Brazil hat trick in this second half. And see how long Dorival Jr. chooses to keep him and some of their other top players on. Piero Mazza had some interesting moments in that first. He really had to try to manage things and keep things from boiling over. Especially that scuffle right before halftime that I think hurt Paraguay, because I think seemingly comfortable position. And we'll see how much they choose to go for more goals and really run up the score. Or do they just look to ease through this second half and focus on that last group game against Colombia? Could Paraguay get something back early in the half somehow and make Brazil uncomfortable? And for a Paraguay side that have only scored once in 6 CONMEBOL qualifying matches this cycle, that would seem an extremely difficult task. But this is Copa America, where wild things can happen. Nothing is impossible. Confirmation of the Brazilian 11. As things currently stand, Brazil would go to 4 points if this result holds. Paraguay looking for an early attack, and they have a free kick just outside the area. So decent start for them to this second half, and Ciso placing it right down. Dorival Jr. watching from the touchline. So Paraguay lining up this free kick. Paraguay did have a few dangerous moments in that first half. Had some half chances. And they got themselves in some good positions. Balbuena in the wall, or next to it anyway. And Ciso and Almiron around this. Right-footed effort, thuds right into the wall. Kubas on the second ball. Velasquez stepped over it. Central for Alderate. Between the lines via Santi. It's a neat ball, Velasquez. Has to swing it into the area, diving header clear. Chested down, Alderate strikes! What a strike! It's a banger for Paraguay. It might not be enough tonight, but that's a Copa America classic for Omar Alderate. Great moment for him. Paraguay have one back early in this second half. It's 3-1. The header clear came to Alderate, chest down, bang. Left foot, Allison got a fingertip on it. That was all, into the corner. Wow. Just what they needed at the start of the second half. Still a big hill to climb for them, but it doesn't seem totally impossible now. Still a long way to go. Brazil, of course, plenty capable of scoring more, and Vinicius Jr. would like to do that right now. He motors to the end line and ran out of room. Just pushed it a bit too far ahead, even for himself this time. One more look at this. Deserves to be looked at over and over again. Man. That's such a great hit. It's Alderate's first ever goal for Paraguay. If that's the only one he ever scores for them, that's a pretty good one. It's pretty good regardless. He's a center back, so not somebody you would expect to strike a ball like that. Paraguay trying to create confusion in the Brazilian backline. Brazil able to play through it and now use their speed again. Dancing between the lines. Rodrigo's just a bit behind him, and that killed the momentum of the play. 5 minutes into the second half. And Paraguay are in this. Edge of the area, right-footed effort. Allison called into action. This time touches it away. Almost a second back for Paraguay. And Ciso with a curling strike. That's Allison's second great save tonight. Trying to pick out that far post, and I think he would have. I think that was headed inside that post and into the side netting. Allison with a great reach. And Ciso, a respectful congratulations afterward. Subsequent corner. Up in the air and stays in play. What a good ball out wide. Swung back in. Brazil shaky at the moment. But they're always capable of countering, especially with Vinicius Jr. It's an important tackle from Bobadilla, who does a full 360 with the ball on the ground. That's great creativity from Bobadilla against Vinicius Jr. Usually the other way around. What a start to this second half. What a fun game now. I mean, it was a fun end to the first half if you're neutral and you just want goals and you want Brazil to be Brazil, which they suddenly were. But if you thought this second half was just going to be a Brazilian procession, it still might be, but not so far. Tell Paraguay were determined to show that they're not just here to make up the numbers coming out of the locker room. They were angry. Referee pulls this back for a free kick for Brazil. Let's see who committed this foul. It was Joao Gomez who was tripped up. This was the tackle. Well, that was Alderate a moment ago on Vinicius Jr. See his thoughts on that. Back underway. Brazil want that goal back. Gomez wanted the underlap. Stepping inside, Guimarães tripped up. Another free kick. And this one might be within range. In the first half, when it was 0-0 for a long time, Paraguay wanted as many of these stoppages and dead ball situations as possible to break up the rhythm of the game. Now they're the ones with some momentum early in the second half. I think this actually suits Brazil for once. Certainly does in this case, since they have the free kick in an attacking position. Rodrigo looks like he's eyeing this up. Moronigo had a pretty good first half until the very end, and he was partly at fault for that third goal. Just his second start for Paraguay. Rodrigo pushed away. Moronigo got over to that post. The Brazilian throw. Really good hit from Rodrigo. Over the wall, down on goal. Moronigo able to deal with it. Throw goes over the top. Gomez tried to shoulder it down to a teammate. Thudded up into the air by Arce. Flicked back. Now Paraguay can break. Brazil a little stretched. This is raked to the far side. Almiron trying to win that ball, and does. And Almiron's back on it. They couldn't score another, could they? They think they can. 10 minutes into the second half. They were down 3. Now they're down 2. This one from distance. Thumps into the box. Arce back to goal. Up into the air it goes. Still not dealt with by Brazil. Now attacked away. If you're Brazil, that's way too many times with the ball bouncing in your own penalty area. Really shouldn't happen. Balbuena. Oh, those good diagonal switches. Chested down neatly. Almiron. With a little pocket at the top of the box, but crowded out, and Brazil can sprint the other way. Paraguay able to recover. Free kick for them. It's been a really impressive start to the second half from Paraguay. Still going to be difficult for them, of course, to come all the way back, but similar to that second half against Colombia. Remember, they trailed 2-0 going into the break in their first game. Got it to 2-1, had some chances to level it. So they certainly have shown a lot of character at this tournament. Here's Arce winning a throw. Enciso. Looked like handball. It was. Free kick, Paraguay. I think that came out Aya's hand as Brazil tried to break away. Well, I don't know. I guess he was called for the body contact on Enciso, not the hand. The ball did not hit the hand when you saw that replay. But there was a trip. So Enciso over this. Enciso scoops it backside, across the face and put out for a corner. Paquetá alert to it, blocked it out. Good routine, Gustavo Velasquez crashing that back post. Enciso over to take the corner. Enciso swings it in low. Flicked away. Vinicius Jr. shouldered it along. That was a spectacular top of the shoulder pass from Vinicius Jr. Unfortunately for Brazil, it didn't result in anything, so that will be forgotten about by many, but it shouldn't be. I'm pretty sure he meant that very decisively. Those little things that so many players would just never even think to try. 12 shots each. That's surprising. 5 on target each. Also surprising. But 3-1 Brazil. This is into the middle. Nobody in red and white there at that back stick. And then put off the attacker for a goal kick. Paraguay applying most of the pressure in these first 15 minutes of the second half. Not the goal through Omar Alderate. This is shielded off to Allison. Guimaraes. Vinny Jr. Trying to cut through 2 defenders. Kubas brings it away. Flicked on by Enciso. Now it's a foot race. Militao gets there. 60 breathless minutes played in Las Vegas. Great game. Paquetá almost was able to slide Rodrigo through. Nice ebb and flow to this match right now. Crowd responding as well. Almiron out wide. This is Velasquez. interesting step over and leave from Velasquez. Didn't quite work out. As things stand, Brazil would go to 4 points, and they would be +2 in goal differential. As Paraguay create a turnover in midfield. Not a lot forward, so Arce just puts his head down and tries to charge ahead. Oh, he's going to be outnumbered there. Costa Rica on 1 point after losing 3-0 to Colombia earlier, so they're a -3 goal differential. Brazil wouldn't quite be through to the quarterfinals with a win tonight. They'd be really close, though. And they want that 4th goal to put this back to bed. Rodrigo. Edge of the area, trying to create a shooting lane. Here's Paquetá. Scoops it backside. A shoulder from Savio. Gomez regains possession. Guimaraes. Paquetá. Rodrigo. Vini Jr. Listen to the buzz from the crowd every time it comes to Vinicius' feet. Into the middle. Guimaraes thought about the shot for a second. Cycle to the right side. On the left foot, struck against a body, penalty. Another handball, second one that Paraguay have been called for. And another spot kick for Brazil. It was very close. Well, and arms away from the body. Yeah. I mean, it's close range. That's the only thing that could save Paraguay in that kind of situation, but arms not tucked to the body, and anytime you don't tuck it, you're at risk of something like that happening. Well, Paquetá missed the penalty in the first half. He's going to take this one as well. Now remember, he set up Vinicius Jr. for that goal moments after, so he recovered really well. Crowd's upset. They want Vinny Jr. to take the penalty and complete his hat trick. You can see Paquetá's teammates encouraging him and supporting him. Now, does Paquetá try that stutter-stepping run-up again? Neymar watches on. Remember, Morinigo called his bluff and just held his ground in the first half. So again, one more time, it's Lucas Paquetá. He delivers this time and puts Brazil up by 3 and probably puts away all 3 points. His 11th Brazil goal. Missed the penalty in the first half. Took the same stutter-stepping run-up this time, and this time Morinigo did go early and went the wrong way. Paquetá went the same direction, but this time he was on frame. That takes guts. Not just to step up for a second time, but to do the exact same penalty routine a second time and put it the exact same direction. Neymar approves. So Paraguay had a good stretch at the start of this second half. They scored a goal. They put some pressure on Brazil. Remember, Allison made that brilliant save on Enciso. Otherwise, it would have been 3-2. Now the 3-goal cushion restored. And Brazil want to sprint away for more. Way out comes Morinigo. You read that well. Velasquez. Bobadilla. Almiron from distance. Allison. It's another good strike from outside the box. Paraguay have had a few of them tonight. Alderete's goal, of course, came from outside the area. Almiron caught this one pretty well. Relatively comfortable for Allison, but still forced into a save. Guimarães upended. A tough tackle from Alderete. Ball back with Brazil, though. Savio was trying to dance by Espinoza, who stood him up. Into the final quarter of this game. Paquetá slides in with both feet, although he pulled out of it with one, but did make contact, didn't get the ball. There's Rafinha getting ready to check in for Brazil. Enciso and Almiron. As usual, around the free kick. Enciso swings it out toward the penalty spot, and it's just wide. Free header. Gustavo Velasquez had a good look. And that's a chance. Here are the changes for Brazil. They're making 2 of them. Douglas Luiz coming on along with Rafinha. Bruno Guimarães, one of the players coming off. And so is Savio. They've scored their 2nd goal tonight. And he wears Savinho on the back of his shirt. His official name is Savio. Whatever you call him, it was a good night for him. He was electric on that right side. Guimarães also making his way off the pitch. Looks like Paraguay are going to make 2 changes as well, at least. Looks like Kaku is on. Adam Barrero is coming on. So is Nestor Jimenez. Enciso off. Doesn't look happy about it. There's Nestor Jimenez officially on. Arce is off in favor of Barrero. We'll have to see who Kaku replaced, but Kaku is also on for Paraguay. Just the 3rd Paraguay appearance for Nestor Jimenez. For Adam Barrero, his 8th. There go Brazil now. Looking for that 5th goal. Trying to thread it through. It's Vinny Jr. It's over the bar. Hat trick will have to wait for now. Rafinha setting up that chance just on the pitch. Good tenacious run by him, shielding the ball. Ball took a deflection to carry Vinicius a little bit wider than he probably would have preferred. Matias Espinoza, the other player who was removed for Paraguay. So 3 changes made by them, 2 by Brazil. 4-1 Brazil in the 74th minute. Paraguay will be eliminated with the loss tonight. They battled well in these 2 games. Such a tough draw, drawing both Brazil and Colombia in your group at Copa America. Now they're in danger of shipping more goals. Into the area comes Rafinha. Plays for Barcelona, of course. Scored 6 goals for Brazil, and this is 25th game for them. It's the overlap. This is good play by Paraguay. Almiron laying it out wide. 1 to aim for in the penalty box. Free kick for Brazil. And Barrero committing the foul. Plays for San Lorenzo in Argentina. San Lorenzo gaining fame over the last decade or so as the boyhood team of Pope Francis. As this is a free kick for Paraguay. Another change about to be made by them. This is Ramon Sosa getting ready to come on. Looks like Endrick is about to come on for Brazil, one of their electric young talents. They have a lot of them, but Endrick, one of the ones they are most excited about. Here come those changes. Expect a big roar from this crowd when Endrick comes on, but first Ramon Sosa. He replaces Miguel Almiron. Had some bright moments tonight. Paraguay ultimately overwhelmed by Brazil's attacking options. Ramon Sosa, another who plays his club soccer in Argentina, plays for Talleres. Advantage played here for Paraguay. And back toward Allison. Brazil playing it out of the back. And they get the free kick. Allison's always fearless about that. He's the same way when he plays for Liverpool. And here comes Endrick, 17 years old. He'll turn 18 on July 21st, a week after the final. Rodrigo going off. And so is Vinicius Jr. No, I guess it's Paquetá going off. Vinicius Jr. just shaking hands with players as they go off the pitch. This is over the top. Endrick chasing after it. Moronigo can pick it up. Endrick plays for Palmeiras in Brazil. Signed for Real Madrid. Should say he used to play for Palmeiras, came through their system. Now, of course, with Real Madrid. As we head for the final 10 minutes in this game, with Brazil fully in control again. Good ball out to the right. Rafinha touched it on. Looks for the return. Rafinha in front. Swept away. It'll be a Brazil throw. Andres Pereira also recently on the pitch. Here he is now on the ball. All the way back to Allison. It's Brazil not needing to be in a hurry. And they're not officially qualified for the next round with this win tonight. See the possession. Again, still surprisingly even, but Brazil able to do much more with theirs. Paraguay do have a free kick, and Cubas involved. And the red card is out, and I think Cubas is about to be sent off. It is a red. Andres Cubas sent off in the 81st minute. It was a kick out at Douglas Luiz after Cubas had been fouled. More problems for Daniel Garnero. It's a game that has been chippy at points, especially at the end of the first half, and Piero Matzo will want to get through these last 10 minutes or so, trying to keep this game from boiling over. Let's see if Cubas did kick out. So there was the foul, and then there was the little extra afterward. He extended the foot. Wasn't an enormous amount of actual contact with the studs, but there was the extension in the direction of the player. Cubas hoping that VAR might reverse that, but not sure if it's going to be clear enough to warrant another look. Piero Matzo's had enough. Yeah, Cubas is off. He'll be out of their last group game against Costa Rica. Well, Vinicius Jr. with 2 goals late in the first half. Still would love to score his first Brazil hat trick. He was shown a yellow card during that sequence as well. The only significance to that is if he were to be carded again in their last group game against Colombia. I have to check if he would miss the quarterfinal if he received a second yellow card. You get suspended if you pick up 2 yellow cards in the group phase. It's Bobadilla, who has come off, and Ernesto Caballero has replaced him. This is a free kick for Paraguay. Easy to forget after all that. It is Kaku over it. Kaku toward the penalty spot. Good delivery and headed wide. I'm not sure if that was onside, but Fabian Balbuena sped past that Brazilian back line. Probably should have put that on target. He didn't catch it cleanly at all. He got there. Should have done better. Would have been interesting to have seen on the review whether it was onside or not. Doesn't matter. Brazil 3 goals in the final officially 10, more like 15 minutes of the first half, since the last one came in the 5th minute of stoppage time. 35th minute, 43rd, 45 plus 5. That took a 0-0 game 10 minutes before the break and made it 3-0 Brazil at the break. There's the overlapping run. Just cut out at the last moment by Alderete, who scored Paraguay's spectacular goal tonight. That in the 48th minute. Paraguay had a nice stretch. First 15 minutes of the second half. They almost scored a second. Remember, Allison made that important save. What would have been a great goal by Enciso. And then Brazil added the 4th a few minutes later as Paquetá converted the penalty after missing one in the first half. Another Paraguayan free kick. Matza desperate to keep a lid on this game in the final minutes. One more change for Brazil as Gabriel, who plays for Arsenal in the Premier League, is going to replace Eder Militao. You don't normally swap out your center backs, but with a 4-1 lead and another important game to come against Colombia in this group phase, Dorival Jr. is making that switch. Free kick swung in. It's another good one, and it's another goal back for Paraguay. But the flag is up. Does not count. It will be checked, but for now it's waved off. Gustavo Velasquez steered it into the corner. It's twice in a row. Brazil have had multiple runners breaking free. Now, they'll say, well, he was offside. That's why. Let's see. Yeah, clearly off. Good decision by the assistant referee. Goal will not stand. It stays 4-1. Goal is still being checked at the moment, officially. Certainly looked pretty clear-cut in that one view we saw. Now it is confirmed. Offside, no goal. You never know. Sometimes there's something additional that's being looked at. But in this case, pretty clear. Only remaining drama in this game is Vinicius Jr. going to score his first hat trick in a Brazil shirt? Hasn't had as many chances in this second half. I think he's also managed himself in this second half, realizing that there are, hopefully for Brazil, many more important games and moments to come over the next couple of weeks. And they won't quite be qualified for the quarterfinal with this result, as there's a free kick for them just inside the attacking half. It'll be pretty close, though, because they'll be +3 in goal differential, and they'll be +3 in points over Costa Rica. So Costa Rica would have to beat Paraguay by a bunch of goals, and Brazil would have to lose in lopsided fashion to Colombia in the last group matches. Not totally impossible. Not likely that both of those things would happen at once. It'd have to be a 6-goal swing as things currently stand. Remember, Costa Rica lost 3-0 to Colombia earlier today after drawing 0-0 with Brazil in their first game. So that's why they're -3. Brazil about to be, well, at least +3 in goal differential, and that's the primary tiebreaker. So Costa Rica could get to 4 points. Brazil could stay on 4 points if they lose to Colombia, but that's where goal differential would come in. And right now, Brazil have a big edge there as well. In the final minute of the 90. Had a lot of stoppages in this second half. Here's Wendell. Low cross looking for Vinicius Jr., who's come more centrally now. And will come over to take this corner and get a rousing ovation from the fans in that corner. And he's going to hand it off to Andres Pereira instead. We move into stoppage time. Corner swung in on top of goal, headed away, only to the edge of the box. Left-footed strike deflects off the outside of the net. Claiming another corner, Rafinha. I think he was giving us a goal kick instead. We're into 3 minutes of additional time. We've probably had a lot more than 3 minutes worth of stoppages in this second half, but I think this officiating group, seeing how chippy this game has gotten at points, with a 3-goal advantage for Brazil, I think they want to manage the end of this game and keep it as short as possible. Velasquez. Allison out to claim. And a fan is on the pitch. I think Piero Mazza is very eager to be able to blow the final whistle on this game. It's been a tricky one to manage for him, I'm sure. His second game in this tournament. The guy who refereed that finalissima between Italy and Argentina a couple years ago at Wembley Stadium. There goes Endrick, showing off a bit of that electric skill before he was taken off the ball. There was some neat skill as well. It was Alderete with another impressive little moment for Paraguay. Endrick again, tugged back, free kick, then sent tumbling. That yellow card is shown to Caballero. And again, Piero Mazza hustling to try to get in front of what could be another boiling point in the final minute of stoppage time. Clear foul. It's been a night where Brazil have made their fans do that, and that's what Brazil fans want. Not enough of that in recent years, they feel. 4 goals in a game, 3 goals and a half. That's more like the Brazil we've known over the years. That's full time. That's 3 points for